Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today I'm bringing an extra large special episode for day 13 of r/MaliciousCompliance. I have got a humdinger of a story for you today. It's called Movie Car. Lol. Okay. I'm the 19-year-old daughter of my normally very nice parents. We had new neighbours move in about 2 years ago, and for the most part, we've just left them be. They're a little annoying sometimes, and there were a couple instances where we had to complain about the overwhelming noise of their weekend parties at night, but other than that, they're pretty okay neighbours. We never had a problem with them until recently after several strikes against my family. Strike 1. Destructive dogs. So, neighbour's family and my family owns dogs. My dogs are very gentle and spend most of their time indoors. We live in Southern California, and when this incident happened, it was the middle of summer, so we let our dogs stay inside to keep cool. Their dogs are very aggressive and are raised as outside dogs. Every time I let my dogs out in the backyard for some fresh air, my neighbour's dogs will attempt to break through the wooden fence to find our properties via digging, climbing, scratching, etc. The digging was easy to stop. We just filled the holes in with dirt. But at some point, their dog managed to create a hole in the wall large enough for their dog to squeeze their face in. So about the size of a dinner plate. We have cameras, so we caught everything on tape. My parents are pretty understanding, so my dad went to talk to the neighbours, offering to pay half of the damage since it's our shared property line. The neighbour's wife, who we are going to call Lying Sally for this story, called my dad a liar and accused our dogs of damaging the fence, which we knew wasn't true, and my dad told her we had proof it was her dogs, and demanded that my family pay for the damages. They fought over it and got nothing solved, so my dad eventually conceded and nailed some plywood over the gaping hole. Problem solved, only this was the first strike. Strike 2, just why? The next incident is honestly really stupid, and I don't even know why Lying Sally bothered lying. So this incident happened about a few days after we had to call a third noise complaint on one of their parties. Again. Like, seriously, who plus let it go at 10:30 p.m. at night? I wish I was making this up. My mum is getting out of her car in her driveway when Lying Sally walks right up to her and accuses her of yelling at their lawn mowing guy to not mow their lawn so loudly at 7:30 a.m. My mum was very confused. She never talked to the guy who comes over to mow their lawn. We've never cared about any of our neighbourhood's businesses, like a neighbourhood business in general. For fuck's sake, we have a neighbour across the street who revs his motorcycle at 6 a.m. and another neighbour who does construction stuff in his garage for a hobby. My family has lived there for almost 20 years. We're very chill with our neighbours' loud and noisy hobbies normally. Long story short, my mum confronted the lawnmower guy one morning and asked him if she's ever talked to him before, and he told her no. Lying Sally saw this and ran out of the house to confront my mum. She screams, "Why are you talking to him for?" So my mum replies, "Because you're a lying bitch." So that's the gist of it. I don't know why Lying Sally even bothered lying about it. At this point, we were convinced Lying Sally was a nutcase. Oh, man. Strike 3, the point where I finally step in. For the last month, my neighbours have stooped to a new low by hogging all the parking space in front of our house whenever they get the opportunity. My family has 3 cars. 2 usually sit in the driveway and the third is parked curbside in front of our house. My neighbours have 2 cars, both of which park alongside the curb in front of both of our houses. The curb our houses share is only big enough for 2 cars. They've stopped using the driveway entirely just to park 2 cars on the curb, which forces us to park our third car even further down the street. It's not a big deal, but what they were doing was petty. So my parents became petty too. The moment they would move their cars to go to work, my parents would move our third car back to its spot on our half of the curb. This went on for almost an entire year, until at some point an unspoken truce was made and they stopped their petty scheme. Things returned back to normal until I accidentally fucked it up. In my defense, I was driving home with the third car late at night. It's dark. I accidentally back up way too far and smack the car smack dab in the middle of the curb. So my car is literally in the middle between our houses. I'm tired from working all day, so I don't think much about it, since our neighbour still has a whole driveway to themselves. Trust me, their driveway is just like ours. It is made to fit 2 cars. The next morning, I wake up to the sound of my parents arguing downstairs. Turns out, our neighbours have parked one of their cars on their driveway, and the other one is parked in front of our third car on the side of the curb. This wouldn't be a problem if half of the hood of their car wasn't sticking out into our driveway. The problem with this is that if we tried to back out the car, the closest one to their car in our driveway, we might hit their car, and I'm pretty sure that was the purpose. I was done with their games, so I marched over next door and rang their doorbell. The husband, we'll call him Pig for this story, opens the door and he's recording me as if I'm going to attack him, which is ridiculous. I'm 5'2" and he's close to 6 foot. If anything, I should be the scared one. The conversation goes like this. Me, is it okay if you can move your car? No, the police told me I can park anywhere because it's a public road, and they even told me I can record you. I don't even care about you recording me. I just need you to move your car. You have an entire driveway to yourself. It's just common courtesy to not block your neighbor's car into their driveway. You guys can still get out. It's not that bad. Yeah, but we don't want to hit your car by accident while backing out. Is that a threat? No. I'm just saying that we don't want to pay for the damage of your car because you didn't want to move it. I can't guarantee we won't hit. It's pretty damn close. I don't care. I shouldn't have to move my car. You move your car. I realized I wasn't going to get anywhere, so I slammed the door in my face and I walked away. I went back inside my house and got my laptop to make sure that, yes, it is indeed illegal to park in front of someone's driveway, even partially. So my neighbor does have to move by law. However, I wanted to be a petty bitch, so I moved my car. I grabbed my car keys and carefully backed the car up. Again, the one closest to his poorly parked car, so that the back half is inches away from the front of Pig's car. So my car is now blocking Pig's car from pulling out into the street and leaving. My car is also blocking the sidewalk, which I know is illegal, but I already had planned this out. Basically, I caged in his car and held it for hostage for a couple days. Here's the setup shown in this diagram. Okay. Let's see this. Oh, nice. That's perfect. That is so perfect. You can't get out now. He is stuck for now. Either Pig or Lying Sally would have to come and apologize to make me move the car, which I knew was very unlikely. Or Part 4, Victory. Sure enough, as I predicted, Pig called the cops a few days later and reported my ass. His face was so smug as the officer told me that I can't legally box in someone's car like that and block the sidewalk with my vehicle. I told the officer that I understood that, and that I'll move my car, but I immediately pointed out that it's illegal to partially block the entrance point to someone's driveway as well, and that Pig's car is crossing that line by over 2 feet. The smile on Pig's face vanishes as his face turns red while the officer tells him that he's going to have to move his car as well. So I back up my car, and I'm grinning like a cat who's caught its prey, while Pig has to move his car into his driveway. I also made sure to move our third car back to its rightful spot as well. Jesus Christ, that is ridiculous. And is that really malicious compliance? That feels more like it fits into petty revenge. This story feels like it's petty revenge, not malicious compliance. Like, there is the malicious compliance of moving the car. That's what he said. But it's also, like, petty revenge by boxing his car in. So, I want to hear your guys' opinion. Was that story malicious compliance or petty revenge? Let me know in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe while you're down there. Read the description, it has links to both my main channel and also this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. A ding, a ding. I'm the Mad Scientist, Mad Scientist